Hey, hey, hey.
All right.
Hey.
We're rolling. All right. Hey, welcome
Hello.
to HP Life. I'm Matt.
I'm Brian.
And this is our podcast where we talk about Highland Park Christian Church, celebrate its members, talk about what's going on. And we've had a lot going on, including last night.
Yeah.
We had our annual Thanksgiving dinner. So good. I'm still full.
One of my favorite nights of the year.
Yeah. Such delicious food and great time just hanging out with everybody and even people getting ready for it. It was fun getting ready for it yesterday too. So we will toss some pictures up there as we're talking, but a lot of people were there and then stayed for the evening. Of course, all the desserts. My only downside when I get over to the desserts, the one thing of Cool Whip that I saw was gone.
Can I confess something?
You ate it all?
Well, so we celebrate the dinner with PECE, our church family friends, and we were sitting across from a lady, Alita, who had a couple of extras with her. She was giving mom and dad a little bit of a break during the dinner, and so she had a couple of little ones with her. There's a girl, I'll leave her name out to protect her, but she was able to sneak away and come back with a bunch of desserts. And because her eyes are this big, there's no way she's going to eat them all.
Yeah.
And before she even touches them, we look up and she's gone again. And Alita's like, oh, goodness. And we see her and she's over and she's just kind of like circling the food tables. And again, what we're talking, like for kids, it's like a big wonderland.
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole thing is, even if they're
Yeah.
not, it's not even about eating it. It's just about seeing it all and like the possibilities.
Cool experience.
And Leah's like, she's not going to eat all of this. It's just going to all get wasted. And I was like, you want to hand me that chocolate pie? And she's like, she slides it over. So, and she's still got plenty. But when she gets back, she immediately sits down and she goes like, you know exactly what she's saying. We don't say anything. And I take a bite. And she never says anything, but she just starts eyeing me taking it. So I ate a little girl's pie.
Oh, wow.
I did. So, but Alita made me do it.
Yeah, my thing on Cool Whip is like with the desserts, it's usually like put a little pie on my Cool Whip. That's
okay.
how much Cool Whip.
That's what you
Angie and the rest of the family tease me because I have so much Cool Whip. But anyway,
The game balls were super
Yes.
fun. We honored David and Jennifer Maddox for their years of godly service through our food pantry, through our refugee friends who have come, and they actually had a big win. Just yesterday found out one of the families they've served for a long time was granted asylum. So they just came in
cool.
like beaming and celebrating. And that was just like a
that's so
little
cool.
picture of the way that they love people, the way they've led our team. Last night, I know that you and the team in the kitchen were able to give some food to a family that we found out did not have food.
yeah.
And again, that's just the heart of a church that cares about people. And David and Jennifer have nourished that in us as a church family to care for the hungry. And so it was just a joy to honor them. And then PECE honored Mabrook, who's a lady who he told stories of how she served in different ways. I see her on Sunday afternoons practicing with the praise team. She's the first to help with kids. She's the first to go help people in a time of crisis. And they just love her a lot, and we do too. And so it was really neat to celebrate both, celebrate all of them.
Yeah, we do the game balls if you don't know, but it's like an MVP kind of a deal, most valuable player for the year, but it's not just this year. It's kind of like their ongoing
Yeah.
effect
Yes.
on the ministry and God's kingdom. But
Yep.
we were able to bless a few families with some leftovers, like just a few people we found out, and we just got some aluminum foil or aluminum tins and just basically gave them Thanksgiving in a crate or whatever, a box. And then we were able to send the rest to a local shelter. And
Great.
so just a great way to, it's one that Kathy Koloff works at.
Yes.
And so,
She does great work with them.
so we were able to load her up, and she was like, oh, the guys are going to love this. So
Awesome.
Praying that they get to eat well, get some Thanksgiving this week. So we've got only 2 weeks left of our Love Never Fails
Yeah.
sermon series.
Yes, I hope everybody is working on memorizing it. Just start in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4, and then you can just kind of work your way down. And if you're up to speed with us right now, you've got it memorized through verse 7. And so I would encourage you to look at that. It's not very difficult. Some of the language is like, do I use the word love or it? But if you miss that, who cares?
Yeah.
But get the big words. Love is patient. We want that word patient to be in your heart. Love is kind. Have that in your heart. It is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. Have those words so that when you start to get a little irritable, like I did this week, I thought about it. I was like, wait, I can't. I should not be irritated about this. That just allows the Holy Spirit to keep working in us. And so we'll keep reviewing them. If you want to look at the sermon props, you can always go watch the sermons again and even just freeze frame the props because I review them each week.
Except this week you won't see the
kettle,
the teapot,
because we forgot to set it out there because we steal it from PECE every week and then we put it back, but we forgot to get it this week. And
I thought that was hilarious. You got up there and you're going through them and you're like, wait, I'm missing the no.
Yeah, I knew something was off. So
somebody out in the audience is like, yeah, the teapot.
Yep.
So we wind that series up the last Sunday of November. And then we kick off our Christmas series. I don't know about you, but we've already started listening to Christmas music.
My daughter started this week. Yep, it's on.
Yeah, I heard that. I played my first is a Chris Isaac album. I played that. That cued me in like on Tuesday or Wednesday last week. And I tried. There's just not a lot of Thanksgiving music. For years, I said there's not any. And there's a few. And I think I have a playlist of about 8 songs on Spotify. Yeah. And there's just not much.
I mean, there's lots of worship songs about thankfulness.
Yeah, but that's something, you kind of do that all year.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Christmas series that starts on December 3rd is called What the World Needs Now. You sing that?
Yeah.
What the world needs now.
Maybe I can learn that on the piano.
Yeah, do that. Hey, you did really good.
I mean, one measure, but
that's okay.
Kind of a hard measure to be honest with you.
I expected a lot worse the way you were talking it up. I think we were going to be like 2 keys and we were supposed to guess.
I needed to talk everybody, prepare you for the worst, but I prepared for the best. So it's about as much as my fingers can stretch. So,
that's really good. On that same day, on December 3rd, we also got a HP 101. Which just remind everybody what HP 101 is.
So if you are new or newish to Highland Park and want to just connect or learn what it means, actually somebody last night said, what does it mean to be a member at Highland Park? HP 101 is the place where we say, here's kind of our history of Highland Park, here's what it means, and here's how you can connect. And we just have Q&A time. We feed you lunch. It's informal, so people can bring their kids, friends. They just need to let us know by texting 101 to the number, or you can comment here, and that way we will have a spot for everybody. So love to have you.
But all that talk about Christmas music and stuff like that, Thanksgiving is not over. It hasn't actually happened yet. It's not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We've been asking a few questions about Thanksgiving. So the question for you today and for everybody else is, what do you do after you eat? Like, what's the thing or things that you do?
Yeah. I think it depends which cousins are around.
Okay.
But my favorite Thanksgiving afternoon memory, and I have this memory so well because I actually remember it, but my parents took a picture of it.
Yeah.
But my cousin was about 3 or 4, and we were buddies. And Sarah is her name. And we ate, and we went into my grandparents' living room, and I laid down on the floor, and I was like 15 or 16, and she laid on my back, and we both fell asleep.
Oh.
And so taking a nap afterwards is kind of fun, and I always have that memory on Thanksgiving.
I think mine is some sort of game, like board game or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember vividly when I was old enough to play with some of the older cousins and stuff when they played Risk.
Oh.
And it was actually the first time I ever played Risk.
Yeah.
So it made it even more special.
Yeah.
And that was on a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so like Thanksgiving is always, there's some game in there in the middle.
Because you were probably 3 years old being like, can I play? And they're like,
well, yeah, like every year,
maybe
I'm
not quite
asking,
yet.
yeah, not yet,
Yeah,
not yet.
yeah.
And then
Finally.
when I was maybe 9 or 10 or something like that,
yeah.
and I got to play.
That's cool.
And so I love the games, and so I look forward to doing that on Thanksgiving because it's just like a fun time together as a family.
Yeah.
So, what is it that you like doing on Thanksgiving? Maybe the dishes are done, or maybe you're going to worry about them later. But the food's eaten, you're kind of sitting around. Is it the football games? Is it the dog show? My family groans because I put the dog show on one of the TVs every year just to have it there.
Should your dogs do a dog show
We
this year?
should. They would do it too. What is it that you do on Thanksgiving afternoon with your family or with friends or even by yourself? We'd love to hear that in the chat or text us. And that's it for this time. See you next time.
See y'all.
Bye-bye.